Hey guys, just checking in with you here at the beginning of week 3. I hope all of you had a great Labor Day holiday. Hope it was either a fun or a restful one or both. So just a couple of things. The first, I am grading your discussion post from your early conquest lecture, which was last week. So I'm still in the process of doing that. So far, I'm seeing some great questions on those. This is the one where you had to identify something that you learned in the lecture and then something that you still had a question about if you had a question. So far, some really good questions. So what I'm going to do is I will reply directly in the discussion post and answer your question, but I'm also going to provide like an FAQ type document or file at the end of the module so that everybody can see it. Because I think it's a good idea to have, so everybody can have that information. And some of my responses may be, I give you some resources that you can dive a little bit further into the material. I know some of you were really interested in a lot of the Incas and Aztecs, which is great. And for those of you who are really interested in that part of the lecture, you may want to consider taking the Latin American history course as well. So, but I will be getting back to you on those shortly. Next, I want to make sure that you are submitting a reply post to your classmate. There was a few of you so far that didn't reply to a classmate. So make sure that you're completing the entire assignment if the discussion post required that. Not all discussion posts will necessarily require that, but many of them will. So make sure that you do that. And make sure that you are reading the feedback that I provide on those discussion posts. And then finally, see if there was anything else. Oh, yes. With respect to those who did not reply on the early conquest discussion post or on the first week's, I don't know if that I required you to do that on the first week's, but if you are missing a reply on your discussion post, go ahead and submit that reply and I will take it up to exam 1. I'm not always going to do that, but because it's kind of early in the class, just don't make a habit of it. Just make sure you're completing the entire assignment. And I believe that is all. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out and I will check in with you again, probably either later this week or next week. I try to check in with you weekly if I can, either in writing or through video. So have a good week.